Alrighty, what's going on, guys? I am back with another episode of Panthers franchise. Today will be free agency and the draft. No gameplay, but the offseason to make a lot of big changes. Obviously, we lost last week of the season, 17-3, pretty rough. But the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the stats. Obviously, a lot of different quarterback play, if you couldn't tell. Three split up stat lines here. Baker Mayfield led the most because he played one more game than Matt Corral, has over 500 more yards, 140 completions. The percentage is actually pretty good for Baker Mayfield, 13-13, so 1-1, not that great. Matt Corral, 1,152 yards, eight touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Then Cam Newton, 500 to 2 touchdowns of 4 interceptions. So altogether, just really not that good. Christian McCaffrey, over 1,500 rushing yards and 18 rushing touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry. Are you fucking kidding me? That is great. Baker Mayfield was 70. Cam Newton was 70. Matt Corral with 62, Chuba Hubbard with 58 in the last game, then Giovanni Ricci with 14. What about receiving? Christian McCaffrey, yeah, I remember if you didn't see the last time, we had to get like 14 yards last game just to get him past 1,000 yards. 111 complete receptions, 1,000 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Like 1,000 yards just like flat for the first, like for the number one receiver is really not that good. Simply because our passing game wasn't that good. We just weren't good at passing the ball. Obviously, if you couldn't tell through those stat lines. Our second receiver was Terrace Marshall with 829 yards with 4 touchdowns, and DJ Moore with 679 yards. Like the first half of of the season, we barely threw him the ball. He still has 6 touchdowns. Tommy Trumbull, 387 yards for 1 touchdown. Rashard Higgins and Taysom Hill with 3 touchdowns. I love how we just threw Taysom Hill in there mid-season. Tackles, it's going to be low for us because we didn't play 15 minutes. We played 8-minute quarters because 15-minute quarters would be absolutely fucking crucial. But Shaq Thompson with 95, Jeremy Chin with 81, Xavier Woods with 78, Corey Littleton with 67, Dante Jackson with 56. What about TFLs? Brian Burns leads the team in TFLs. Shaq Thompson with 15. Matthew Ioannidis and Frankie Luvu with 14. I love Frankie Luvu. I just had to say it. Yetur Gross-Matos with 7. And Derek Brown with 7, And then Brian Burns leads the team with 12.5 sacks. That's okay, but I expect more out of him. Matthew Ioannidis with 8. Frankie Luvu with 6.5, Yetur Gross-Matos with 3.5, 2.5 for Derek Brown, Shaq Thompson with 2, and then 1 each for our safeties and cornerback. Picks, this is where we're huge. Jeremy Chin with 7 picks. That's a lot of picks. Shaq Thompson with 5, and then CJ Henderson with 5, and Dante Jackson with 5, JC Horn with 4, Duke Dawson with 2, and Xavier Woods and Brandon Smith with 1. Always great. Interception return yards, 100, like over 3 people with 100. And then how about touchdowns? What do we talk about with touchdowns? We had how many? Oh my God, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 defensive touchdowns this year. We had to score the most points on defense, like by far. Let's get into negotiate players because I know a bunch of players are going to be like, I don't feel like signing with you this week, but I will next week. So I'm not going to just miss out on some players like that. So first and foremost, Bradley Bozeman, I will not sign back. Baker Mayfield, I will not sign back. Rashard Higgins he can walk. Dante Foreman can walk. Corey Littleton, we will bring back. I kind of liked him. I mean, I only really... Oh, fuck, I forgot we got to clear up some space. Duh, I'm retarded. It is Shaq Thompson by far that is causing us the most money. So we're going to have to end up just cutting him, sadly. I don't know. I don't want to cut him. We'll see what we have to do. But if worse comes to worse, we might have just to cut him. Cam Irving, though, is going to be getting released. He's not worth $6 million. All right, I'm just going to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, let's take a look at what the yearly awards are. Tennessee and Buccaneers in your Super Bowl. Let's take a look at NFL MVP is named to Lamar Jackson. Are we in here at all? We are not. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Christian McCaffrey, though. Over, what, 2,500 yards from scrimmage. That's just beautiful. You can't make stuff like that up. What about Defensive Player of the Year? Are we in any of that? We are not. Offensive Rookie of the Year? No. What about Defensive Rookie of the Year? No. Best Quarterback? I hope not. Running back, obviously, Christian McCaffrey. What about Best Receiver? It would have been Christian McCaffrey. Brian Burns, 10th in Best D Lineman. Yeah, that's about it for awards. Jeremy Chin, actually, 2nd for Best DB. That's pretty cool. What about Best Kicker? We got to have, Zane Gonzalez in there. You got to have him in there. He was absolutely a unit. Upgrades for Matthew Ioannidis. Taking a look at him. He is getting old, 28 years old. He's getting pretty old. We'll throw some points into him. I've seen Davion Nixon as well. And Christian McCaffrey. I don't think Davion Nixon got anything. He's still normal development. But Christian McCaffrey, probably because of Offensive Player of the Year. There's only really so much you can put him into. So, he's just going to become a better power back. Which I'm so fine with because +4 stiff arm. Hell yeah. Okay. Who wins the MVP? Not the MVP, the Super Bowl. The Titans do 31-24. Very, very cool. Who wins Super Bowl MVP? Amani Hooker. That's actually very random. Okay, we are now at the last point of re-signing people. I have a little money left. I have really little money left. I want to bring back Duke Dawson and maybe Corey Littleton, and then probably Treader, Cam Newton. I also want to bring back Montreal Meander. I want to bring back. Then that's about it. Okay, now we're at the point where we need to get rid of some people for cap space. But you go over to team salaries, it's so weird because you look at 2023, DJ Moore, there's some people I don't want to get rid of. I would love to keep him, but and same thing with Shaq Thompson. He is costing me some big fucking bucks. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and release Baker Mayfield. Now there's 2 people I think I need to get rid of. It's gonna have to be Austin Corbett. I think I'm gonna get rid of, and then sadly, Shaq Thompson. I mean, I don't know what else to do with him, dude. He's by far costing the most money, at least right now, and then for the past couple of years. So there's only so much I can do without with keeping him. So Shaq Thompson, sadly, very, very sadly, is going to be released. 13.2 mil in cap. Sad. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do big dude moves. Taylor Moton, 2nd most costly dude on our team. He's 29 years old. I'm getting rid of this motherfucker. We're gonna bring back Cam Newton until he retires, basically. I love him. I really actually doesn't. I hope he doesn't retire as soon as we go into next week. And then Montreal Meander, we are going to bring back. He wants to stay. I mean, he's young. He's fast. That's all I want to do is have him develop. That's about it for keeping people back, or whatever it is, keeping people and re-signing people. Let's take a look at this free agency class. This is going to be huge. Okay, right off the bat, Derwin James does not want to be with us. Tom Brady does not want to be with us. I mean, he does, surprisingly, actually, but I don't want him. And then Levante David. He's 33. I don't want him. Terrell Edmonds is a huge one. I just gave like a shitty offer to Shaq Thompson if he wanted to stay with us, but it's not going to happen, sadly. But Terrell Edmonds is huge. For an 85 overall young linebacker, he's really not asking for much, and nobody's even offering on him. So we're gonna go ahead and try on that. So okay, Terrell Edmonds so accepts that. We didn't really give him much money. And man, the cap is just killing me right now. You know what? I love DJ Moore and all, but what did he really do this season? He's a 90 overall. Cap hit is 20 million. What did he do? He gave us 600 yards. That's what he did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trade him away. Alrighty, this is the deal. DJ Moore for number 30, first rounder, Rashad Bateman, and draft picks number 78 next year. I mean, a first rounder and Rashad Bateman. I think I'm just gonna. I think I just simply do get my money. I mean, my money back from that. You know, no one's even offering on Deontay Johnson because he wants 17 mil a year. Ooh, no one did. No one's doing that for you, dude. I'm literally just gonna give Brian Beluga an offer because we need some kind of right tackle. We'll give him an offer, and I think honestly, that's gonna do it for the free agency class. I know it wasn't a huge, big signing because we couldn't do anything. Do we want to pick up Derek Brown's 5th-year option? Yes, duh. Okay, that's gonna do it for free agency. Let's take the look into our scouts, or at least our prospects. Another person's 5th-year option, CJ Henderson. Also, yes, I liked him a lot this year. He did a lot of big plays. Let's get some scouting in. Who do we need to scout? Alright, the 3 people I'm going to do for private workouts is Russ Fox, Brian Cash, and Christopher McCoy. Next week we will see how those look out. But taking a look at the mock draft, where do we pick at? We pick at 24, 29, and 30. Alright, dude, it's so easy to move up, but we give off 22, pick 29, 30, and then our first rounder this year for the number 1 overall pick. I moved all the way up here because we're taking the man, the myth, the legend, Graham Nicholson. 21 years old, improviser, 6'4", 221, out of Central Arkansas. He's low-key got wheels. Hidden development, that's what you love to see. Oh my god, you're not wearing number 1. That's Cam Newton's number, not yours. You're not doing that. Honestly, even his like physicals look good, and he wasn't really that physical of a guy. Okay, we don't pick till 24. I'm gonna sim there because honestly, that's really all I care about. I mean, there's really nobody in the draft that I'm really like screaming about. Corbin Spring looks okay, but he's projected 2 to 3, so I can get another pick in. And that pick for me is gonna be Brian Cash. Looks super good, and he is super good. Hidden development. 6'3" out of NC State, pure power. I mean, the skills just looked good. All right, our third pick, whatever it is, I don't know. Steven Backus, free safety, white dude. First of all, white dude playing free safety. 84 speed, athletics look pretty good. The most I'm surprised about is that hidden development, though. I was really surprised about the hidden dev. All right, drafting right guard, Josh Garrington. He looks okay. Normal development, killing it though. I mean, you can only ask for so much. All right, the last player, and we're on round 7. I'm taking my boy. Please tell me he didn't go. He didn't. Roy Lindsey. 97 speed. Hell yeah. I took him literally just because of that. He honestly looks like a horrible receiver. But we're working with him. We are gonna work with him. Alrighty, the last thing to do is take a look at the draft recap, and oh my god, you love to see it. 77 overall for Graham the man. That's what I'm gonna call him. 87 short accuracy as a rookie. Can you believe that, dude? I mean, the medium actually is kind of lacking, but deep accuracy is an 84 at a rookie. That is crazy. Brian Cash, the other center we drafted, 74, looks pretty good. Looks like more of a run blocker. Definitely looks like a lead run blocker. And then Stefan Backus, a 72 overall, 71 overall rookie safety, looks okay. He looks like more of a run support. Yeah, more of a run support than maybe coverage. I don't know how we're going to utilize him. Josh Carrington looks okay. Then Roy Lindsay. Oh my god, it's so funny taking DJ Moore's old number. That's funny as hell. 97 speed. That's awesome. Honestly, he does look pretty bad. He's pure deep threat. Yeah, just pure deep threat basically. Maybe return man because I love the speed. I really do. But that's gonna be it for today's episode. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Next episode will be our debut. I will not play the preseason, but it'll be our debut for the rookies. And yeah, that's about it, guys. See ya.